Welcome back to the Ferris Sports Update. Your host, Ferris and Watt, joined now by the new assistant women's basketball coach, Jasmyn Brown. Jasmyn, thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Obviously, things a lot different, but for you, I have to imagine, to a certain degree, the pause gives you a little bit more time as you're a new head or a new assistant coach here to get to know your team. You know, it's a new staff all over, a lot of new players. I have to imagine there's maybe some advantage in that.
Yeah, it's the opportunity to, get to know the girls. Like you said, we're new staff. An opportunity to really take our time when we're putting in offense. Normally we would have a couple months maybe, but right now it's just, taking our time.
Obviously, we're hoping for the season to start in the new year, but as you start to look forward to your goals, what are some of your goals right now in terms of how you're implementing offensive schemes, defensive schemes, transition, and everything? Because not knowing where the target is, obviously you have to set some things in front of them to try and achieve.
Really, we try and grade ourselves every day after practice, and then Kurt and I look at, how did this week go? Did we accomplish what we wanted to in the beginning, at the end of the week? Did we set those goals and did we accomplish them? Week to week, really, as far as putting in offense and working on our defense, we start Monday off with, okay, this is what we want to feel comfortable with by the end of Friday's practice, and we reflect and look back on that, and really that's what it is. It has been, especially with putting in a new offense and really trying to make the girls feel as comfortable as possible.
Moving backward a little bit here, obviously you come in with Kurt. This is going to be your first year here, and Kurt's first year as a head coach here. What kind of drew you back to Ferris State? Because I know you played some of your basketball in West Michigan.
My parents both playing here and being in the Hall of Fame, that was a really cool opportunity just to kind of experience that legacy that I feel like they've left for me, and to just be a part of that. Kurt, having him coach me at Valpo when I first went there for the first 2 years of my NCAA career was awesome. I really enjoyed working with him and having him as like a leader. So then when he got the opportunity to work here at Ferris, it was just really, it all kind of fell together.
What was your time with him like as a basketball player? I know things can be different between going from playing for somebody to coaching
Right.
alongside them. What was he like as a coach down at Valparaiso?
He was really, team first, very much about, this is what we were going to do, this is how we're going to run it. Always open to questions and willing to go deeper into detail to explain it to you. I felt like that's something that I think the girls here at Ferris are going to get a lot of and are going to be appreciative of. Their Kurt's attention to detail is really awesome. So.
Obviously, you're coming in again at a strange time during a pandemic. How quick was the process of, I want to go after this job to, okay, you're here and settling in?
It was actually really quick. The turnaround time, as far as I'm interested in the job, this is something I want to do, working it over with my husband, and is it something we want to move to Big Rapids, or what our options were. And then next thing I knew, I felt like I was here and had been here for a while. So it seemed like it took a little bit of time, but it actually was really quick.
Transitioning a little bit to this upcoming season, you've gotten to know your team, obviously a big group of newcomers. What are some of the strengths so far that you've seen on the court of this team?
I think their ability just to make plays with one another. Like you said, a big team of newcomers, sometimes that's really hard to get the players to mesh together, to get the returners and the newcomers to really on the same page. And from the past couple weeks, we've watched them really get that going and get it rolling. So I think that's going to just be the big thing across the GLIAC is, you have a group of newcomers and a group of returners that haven't played together in GLIAC games. So how do you scout that?
Obviously, this is a group that went through a lot at the end of last season. Not all college basketball teams that were still playing at the time everything shut down went through a lot. With your returners, how much have you addressed? I know you guys are forward thinkers as coaches, but how much have you addressed what they've been through and how they can use that experience going forward?
We spent the better half of the first 2-3 weeks of school really just talking about being thankful. Like you said, all of college basketball was kind of put on pause and left a little bit with a question mark, I feel like, at the end of those seasons. So to be able to be thankful, to have people here at Ferris that are working and really trying to get us in the position to play, and then also to be thankful for the opportunity to, because it could easily be that we're not playing this season or anything else like that. And still, obviously, the future is uncertain. But being able to just be thankful and having some gratitude, some of the key words that we worked on, and showing that to the people who are really working hard for us.
I've seen a little bit about your social media campaign, and I actually got a thank you note from your players earlier this season. Some projects you guys are working on. Is that something that you and Kurt have implemented to just kind of make sure that they're engaged and really focused on the core values you have?
Yeah, like I said, the first couple weeks we read The Power of a Positive Team, and it just really, we kind of took 4 core values that we really wanted to work on. So integrity, gratitude, positivity, and things of that nature that we just wanted to encourage the girls to always apply when we're playing basketball and when we're not. Being coaches, our job is obviously to guide them on the court, but we don't do our jobs if we don't ready for them for life off the court. So.
And obviously you and Kurt are inheriting a team that was in the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2012 last season. Again, it's a different group, and I know looking backwards doesn't always help you looking forwards, but how excited are you to finally see this group out on the court, knowing what some of the experience has behind them?
Really excited. Knowing that their past success has been something that we can see that drives them every day in practice. There's a certain level that I think the freshmen can appreciate. There's a certain level of standard that they are held to. And that's something that's really important to have it be a player-led thing versus it being like a coaching-led. Having them establish the bar and are tasked every day to reach it. So.
And for you personally, what's it going to be like when you finally see the ball go up in the air for the first time this season? Because I know for everyone, it's been a long time.
Yeah, it's going to be jumping for joy. It'll be a lot of jumping for joy just because, like you said, it's been a long time. I feel like for the girls, it'll be a long time coming. You know, you go however long the quarantine was and then into still having to kind of wait. So I know they'll be really excited.
Last one for me, I guess, how has all this time in between the last game you were in and now maybe changed your perception on how you want to be as a coach?
I guess it's kind of encouraged me just to stay positive and to really see how long it takes just to get things rolling. Like it may seem like forever, but in reality, it's going really quickly. Like you said, it's been a while since I've played, but still having the itch for the game encourages me to tell the girls don't take it for granted. Like this goes by so quickly, so to take every moment and every possession as if it's the last is important.
Well, Coach, thanks for joining us here, and good luck in the upcoming season.
Thank you.
When we come back, we're going to catch up with Keely Glonick, the Assistant Athletic Trainer for Ferris State Athletics, next on the Ferris Sports Update.